Hi folks! Welcome to Living the Skye Life. If you're new here, I'm Willie.
And I'm Sarah. We're a musician and artist, and this channel is about our journey, escaping suburban life and moving to our dream home, a 200-year-old cottage on the Isle of Skye in the Scottish Highlands.
Along for the ride are our two crazy but adorable pups, Jack Spaniels and Nori.
Join us as we experience the highs and the lows of living in a remote corner of a wild Hebridean island.
This week we're in a race against time and the famously wild Skye weather as wintry snow and icy conditions are due to befall the island.
We have a mega pile of firewood to cut and stack before the snow hits, and we are forced to extend our log store to cope with the huge pile of logs.
Plus, we take you along as we do our best to film a music video for my new song, The Storm, on the most ironically calm and sunny afternoon, and on a budget of £0 and 0 pence.
Watch to the end to see the results of our video shoot and hear the brand new song in full.
If you don't already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our weekly adventures.
Join us as we continue.
Living the Skye Life. Richard was very kind and brought us round a load of logs, and I helped him get them off the trailer the other day. Today we're going to cut them up. This is unseasoned wood, so we have to make room in the log store to dry it out.
So it needs to dry for like a year before we can use it?
Well, it depends. Some takes less time than that, but we'll just see. Probably about a year.
Yeah. So this is firewood for next year, but we think we have enough for this winter, even though we did use a lot in June.
Yeah, we did as well, yeah. So Sarah's going to look at the log store and try and sort it out, and I'm going to get chopping up these logs now that I've built that horse thing, which I didn't film, and I kind of wish I had now, because I just thought it would take me 5 minutes. It ended up being quite a cool little build, so oh well, you can't film everything, eh? Right, let's crack on, eh?
Let's do that. Oh, it's just starting to rain.
Just starting to rain. Of course, it's Skye.
Excellent.
Hey Jack, what are you doing under there, pal? Snuck up on him, eh? What do you think?
He's so happy with his new den.
Jack, I'm afraid that that's not what this is for. I know you don't understand that, but it's actually for sawing up logs that Richard brought us. Richard? He brought us some logs and we're going to have to cut them up. I didn't have anything to cut them up on, so I chucked this together in about half an hour. It's actually not bad. Folds up as well, you know. Goes flat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like it.
I started with the seasoned logs, which I planned to cut up before tackling the unseasoned log pile, but there was a problem. The chainsaw hadn't been started in several months. I didn't want to start taking the chainsaw apart, as it actually belongs to Richard. I only had it on loan, so I called Richard to ask for some help again. Richard had to come round and fix the chainsaw because I'd flooded it. So here he is. How you doing?
Not bad.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
You want to hang out now and I'll cut some stuff and he'll probably tell me I'm doing it wrong. Right, let's get on with this before it gets dark. After he'd fixed the chainsaw, Richard couldn't resist cutting a few logs and testing out my sawhorse too before heading off again. With the sawhorse getting Richard's seal of approval, it was time for me to get stuck into the pile of unseasoned logs. Right, that's going to have to do for today. I'll pick this up tomorrow, and the next thing I'm going to do is sort out the log store, because all the logs that I took out and cut up, the pre-seasoned stuff, has to go back in, and also we have to start piling up the new stuff as well because it needs to season. Yeah, that's what I'll do now. Before I could divide the log store into two sides, seasoned and unseasoned, I had to remove the wood I'd forgotten about, offcuts from various builds intended for our outdoor fire pit. I had to put it all to one side for stacking under the shed later. Then Sarah arrived to help stack the log store while I split the last few seasoned logs ready for the fire right away. Okay, we're in the log store, and that means we've still got a lot to do. There's a lot to still go in here. We've still got all that stuff to burn in the fire pit. We didn't burn half as much as we thought in the summer.
I mean, we didn't really have much of a summer to use the fire pit. We're losing light rapidly, as you can probably tell.
Yeah.
Hello.
But we've got all the seasoned stuff back in, which is the main thing, because that's bone dry. To be continued.
Someone didn't want to come inside.
It's time to film the music video for
The Storm.
The Storm. And it's beautiful sunshine, of course.
Blue skies, sunshine. We've been waiting for some stormy weather. Not too stormy because we don't want to be out in the middle of a raging storm, but just atmospheric enough to match the song, and it's been beautiful all week.
Yeah. So tonight though, we're told that, or the weather report is saying that it's going to get cloudy very shortly, so we're going to go to the location, which is just over there. And this is how you make a music video for absolutely no budget. The rest of the shots that I've filmed already, they were done during that major storm. I actually went out in that like a mad person. So we're going to have to try and match up what is perfectly calm almost to that. Wish us luck.
Let's do this. Oh yeah, it's also due to snow later on this week, and there's no snow in your storm, is there?
No.
So we kind of have a tight time scale to get this filmed in.
Yeah, the song will be out by the time we're even, putting this video out. So we have to get going and just make this video. So we're just hoping these clouds come over that are on the horizon there.
For once, we want some rain. Come on, Skye.
We have another problem, don't we?
Yeah, not only has the sun come out with full force, we've got a field full of cows to get through, and we're not sure if one is a bull.
Yeah, I don't really fancy going through that field. I think we're going to have to go down there.
We have to go around.
We're going to have to double back and go around. It's their territory, not ours. We're just visiting. So we'll just leave them be, I think. Plan B. What I'm trying to capture here is something that has happened to me a few times when we've been walking over there. The squall comes in and I'm over there walking the dogs or whatever, and you just want to get back to the house as soon as possible. So the concept of this is we're going to film it in black and white when I'm out in the hills, and the idea is a metaphor as well to get back to the warmth of the house. So it's all going to be black and white until I get to the house. That's the plan. It's not the most ingenious idea I've ever had, but I think it might come over quite well. We'll see.
And guess what? You told me my part was going to be sitting in front of the fire with the dogs and staying all nice and cosy and warm. Turns out I have to come out on the cold bit as well.
Yeah, you have to do the filming. Well, who else is going to do it? We're going to get one of the horses to do it, or Jack, or Nori.
Back onto plan A.
Yeah, back up to the path. I think we'll have to go around these guys.
Fair enough, they've lived here longer than we have. We haven't done our third winter yet.
We went round them. They weren't even remotely bothered they were here.
Okay, I think we've reached the spot where you want to do the filming.
Yeah, so I want it to be as real as possible because this is something that I've experienced a lot walking up this path. And what happens is you see the cottage in the horizon, you're like, oh, get me in there. But it's not like this. Usually it's like a total storm. Because we've got that footage from before, we can sort of intersperse it. And I'm hoping it's going to be okay. But we need a bit more cloud cover first. But anyway, I've got to get changed into my costume, which is not like Batman
Costume change.
So I'm taking off that, and for my dramatic and well thought out costume change, done.
Hey!
That's it. I bought the hat specifically for this. I had the jacket, the jeans and the boots already. My old bottle digging boots. Cool, eh?
Yeah.
Right, so that's my costume change done. This is our method of stabilising our tripod out and about. Normally at the house we'll have a weight. Here we have a rock in a bag. Don't move that tripod, I've got it in the perfect spot.
Oh no, I think
Just hook it into the net. Any bit of the net. There you go.
That's what I keep him around for.
The weather has conspired against us, much like in the lyrics to the song. We're not sure what we're going to do at this point because that doesn't look like a storm. Well, the good news is it's a lovely night and it's lovely being out here.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous night. Perfect for a walk. Not so good for filming a music video about a storm.
Beautiful blue skies. We're watching divers and seals play in the loch. It's gorgeous. It's just not stormy. So
There's 3 seals right there.
yeah.
Mad. So yeah, so it's quite nice. It's just nice to be up here and enjoying the nice weather, but it's no good for the purpose that we're here. So we'll just soak up for a little bit more and then get back to the house, and we'll film this another day. And there's no shortage of stormy days on Skye.
No.
Morning. Well, if it's morning where you are right now, it's morning here right now. Day 2, and I've still got loads of logs to chop, so let's do that. I'll just show you what I've done so far and what I've still got to do. So that's the logs that were processed last night, and they've got to stay in there now for a year until they're ready to use. And I've still got all that to process, which is amazing. So much firewood. It's going to keep us going for ages. Nice one, Richard. This is all the seasoned wood behind me, so we'll be using that for the rest of this year. Now, we have an oil boiler. We do want to upgrade from that and be a little bit more sustainable, but at the moment we can't afford to do that. So we're going to run that until we've got enough money to get something a bit more like solar panels, wind turbine, something like that. But in the meantime, we have to rely on that because this would not be enough of a heat source to heat the whole house. The living room and the kitchen maybe, but the bedroom as well? Probably not. So that's really important as a supplement to our central heating, but it's not our primary heat source in the cottage. We set about cutting up more of the enormous log pile. As I was cutting, Sarah was using the wheelbarrow to take logs over to the log store. Thanks.
Welcome.
Cup of tea.
Right at the end of the day.
Well, it's not the end of the day. I'm not finished yet.
Oh.
I'm going to do a bit more. Actually, the chainsaw that I'm using belongs to Richard. It's his second chainsaw. I haven't used it for ages. Sod's law, he needs it tomorrow because his chainsaw's packed in. So I'm actually going to go and buy a chainsaw tomorrow in Portree. I'm going to get a battery-powered one, which is better anyway than burning all the petrol that I am. I need my own one anyway. I used to have one, but it broke, and then Richard lent me that. But now he needs it, so that's fair enough.
Yeah. Running out of space rapidly, and we're not even like 2/3 of the way through that pile.
So much to do still. So much to do.
Worst problems to have.
Aye, true. The best price on earth, free wood.
But it's starting to get dark now, so doggies need walking, and
Yeah.
it's also raining again.
Yeah, I'm soaked already. And as always, Jack has got his block. His little block, which he guards with his life. You been in the sawdust again? Yes. So that's where we are just now. That is a lot of wood for the future. A lot of work as well. And that's what's left of the pile. I think I've only done about half of it, if that. That is a lot of wood. I did buy a new chainsaw, with thanks to the very helpful staff at Jan's hardware store, in particular Ian. And in spite of it being battery powered, don't let that fool you into thinking it doesn't pack a punch. It's absolutely ace, not to mention very lightweight too. And no, this isn't a sponsorship thing. Well, I finally got through that log pile last night, but it was Sunday night, so I didn't film it. I just wanted to get on with it and get it done. We're making a temporary log store at the side of our log store, and we'll show you that when it's done. And we've got all these in there.
That's some of our firewood, you know. That's not a stick for you.
He's allowed it. Daddy says. That rules. He's allowed it. Come on, buddy. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Good boy.
All of this still has to go somehow in this space. Can we do it? Like, Jack, I'm sorry, once it's been stacked, it's not a toy anymore. What is it, pups? Show me. Mommy's got a lot to do. Never try and stack firewood with Spaniels. Look at this. We've not learnt our lesson.
Keith Robinson in his finest hour. Does it work? Yes, it does. Is it going to last forever? No, and it's not meant to. Temporary, but that's what we wanted, so. And there we have a temporarily extended log store. It will last the winter, which is all we needed to do because it's not a permanent structure. It will be coming down once we get through those logs and we can put the rest in there. Yeah, it looks good, eh?
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I stacked beautifully until right at the very end we had a minor avalanche. But it's fine, it's all solid.
Yep. Thanks again to Richard for the free logs. That was amazing. He was doing a job for someone else and that was just lying about and he thought, you know what, Willie and Sarah could use that, so nice one, Richard.
Thank you.
Well, let's have a look at them now and see what they look like in all their Heath Robinson glory.
Yeah, it's not going to win a Scotland's Home of the Year anytime soon, but
I don't think so.
does the job.
What do you think, Nori? Nori, do you like it? Do you like it? Did you just tilt your head? Good boy, he's been copying his brother. That looks great. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it looks great. I would say it looks functional, it works.
Looks a bit tenuous, like it could come crashing down at any moment, but I think it's all solid.
It's solid enough. It's only got to last us one winter, and then we'll get through all this dried wood here, and this is also drying as well, so for next season, all of that will easily go in there once we've used this season, and it's all seasoned, if that makes sense.
Yeah, total sense. Yeah.
How many times do you have to say seasoned?
Don't know.
I wonder how long it'll take us to get through all of that.
Just as we decided to sort of pack up and head back, these clouds started looming over the hills, so actually we think we might get some shots. It's definitely looking pretty dramatic here, and in black and white I think that'll look even better. Yep. Do you want to be completely outshot? Go back a bit then. Okay. Yeah. Well, here comes the rain. See, we just had to stay out for long enough, and it'll start raining because this is Skye.
Our extras here only charge 2 sugar cubes a day. Very reasonable rates.
This is the weather we wanted.
Pouring rain, all in the space of a few seconds.
It's a double rainbow. Okay. Of course, 10 minutes later, all the clouds gone. It's nice and calm and quiet again. It's freezing though because the sun's gone. And we're going to the graveyard now to get some shots. He's been doing all the yumping backwards and forwards, whereas I've just been pressing buttons so my fingers are freezing. Right, try that. Okay. Yep. You happy with what we've got?
I think so. Well, we'll see when we come to edit it, but that was cool. It was 4 seasons in one day, which is typical of Skye. I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry it in with a really, really stormy footage, but well, we'll
I think
see.
it'll work. Once it's all in black and white, it's all like moody and dark, I think it's going to look good.
I hope so. Well, we tried anyway. We've still got the bit of the cottage to film, which is the end bit where I come in and it's warm, but we can do that anytime, any evening really.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll do that tonight or not, because this is the weekend and we're not meant to be working.
But a nice cosy fire and a hot chocolate sounds good.
Awesome, let's do that.
That's my fee for Saturday working.
Seems fair.
I'd be having it anyway, let's be honest.
Of course you would. So we're filming the last section now, but we can't wait for the snow to melt because we put the video out every week and this has been attached to the end of that video. So we've got to shoot it now. So as you can see all around me, there is snow. So we've had to come and have a look at this. We've had to frame me going in the cottage without any of the snow on the ground all around us or any on the roof. So now I'm going to walk in here, and that'll be me going into the cottage, and the inside scene we'll shoot later. Final scene before being in the house. I know, it was like that, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Do that. Hang on. I can't go through the snow. Because there's no snow. Oh, I'll do that again, that was rubbish. I'm overthinking it.
Yep. Am I good? I think so.
I'm back in Shabby Road Studios, but this time the editing suite. And what I'm doing is I'm editing the video that Sarah and I shot the other day out on the hill. And what I'm doing here is quite straightforward. Basically, I'm making it all in black and white. I'm adding a vignette, which means it's sort of black gradient in each corner. And I'm also taking down the colours manually to make it look much more moody and much more dark. Now, I don't know if I said earlier, but the concept of this video is the feeling that you're out in the hills and you get sort of caught out by a storm and you just want to get back to the warmth of your home. So this is me walking back as quickly as I can and just, keeping my head down and my collar up, and the rain's coming down. As you'll know from watching the rest of the video, it didn't rain the whole time. It went on and off, but that's fine because this is Skye and that's exactly the reality of it. You can be out in sunshine, 10 minutes later you're in horrible downpours. So it's about being in that harsh environment and wanting to get back to the warmth of your home. As I said, this isn't a professional video. We did it ourselves. It didn't cost anything whatsoever apart from our time. I'll carry on with editing now. I thought I'd show you more clearly what I did in the edit. I decided to slow the footage down to make it a bit more atmospheric. I also dipped the brightness down and adjusted the contrast to balance it out. This is the saturation or colour, which I opted to drop to black and white only. It does look good in colour, but my idea is to only show colours in the end section when I'm back in the warmth of the cottage with Sarah, Jack and Nori. The warmth is meant to be literally and metaphorically. I didn't mess with the tint, I wanted it to be black and white only, and then I added the vignette filter for mood. If I take it off, it looks too bright and cheerful, as the weather wasn't gloomy enough when we were out filming, and this is my wee cheat method. Anyway, this is the vignette back on and I like that a lot more. And that's pretty much it. It's simple, but I'm pleased with how it's turned out so far.
This weather's to change, not long till the storm is due. It's no complaint, I know it's just passing through. If rain soaks our clothes, the fire will dry them soon. The sweet scented smoke hangs on the air as I pour you a drink. Warm blankets to hide inside. Clouds blind the stars, but clouds blow away in time. And the rain conspires on a steel blue sky, while we cast shadows and candlelight. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. There's no reason to go outside. Let the wind shake the trees and waves lash the beach. I don't mind. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. Embers and flames dance with the candlelight. Wind and the waves in time. Our line's frozen, stretched to the limit now. We gave up hope and the lines won't come crashing down. The storm takes the lights and won't put the fire out. And the rain conspires on a steel blue sky, while we cast shadows in candlelight. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. There's no reason to go outside. Let the wind shake the trees and waves lash the beach. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. This weather's to change along till the storm is due. It's no complaint, I know it's just passing through. If rain soaks our clothes, the fire will dry them soon. And the rain pours down from a slate black sky, and shadows flicker in candlelight. I don't mind if the storm is tonight. There's no reason to go outside. Let the wind shake the trees and waves lash the beach. I don't mind. I don't care if the storm rips the sky, just so long as you're here by my side. Let the wind shake the trees and waves lash the beach. I don't mind. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. No, no, I don't mind if the storm hits tonight. No, no, I don't mind if the storm hits tonight.
As always, folks, thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do leave us a like, a comment, or subscribe if you don't already. It's free to do, helps our channel to grow, and you get notified when our new videos come out. Every week, Sunday night, 6 PM UK time.
If you enjoyed the video and you want to help us out further, you can do so over on Ko-fi by buying us a coffee or the dogs a wee treat. And what I really mean is, you help with the running costs of making these videos every week.
Or if you want to help us out more long term, you can join our amazing community over on Patreon, where you get bonus content, including an extra video each month for helping us out.
And before I talk about our creative endeavours, thank you so much for the great support that you've given me and Sarah with our new song, The Storm.
Mostly yours.
That is...
I did very little in the process, but I do love it, and we're very happy that everyone else seems to as well.
But talking of our creative endeavours, you can go over to Sarah's Etsy store to buy our artworks.
Or head across to Bandcamp for The Storm and all the other original music pieces that Willie has on there. As usual, all the links to our pages are in the video description below.
Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next week. Look up there, there's a storm brewing. Actually, there is a storm outside right now, but there's one up there too, and there's one on Bandcamp. Particular attention to the one on Bandcamp. There's the storm.
We're leaving our suburban life, moving over the sea to Skye. Are we chasing a dream? I guess in time we will see, when we're living the Skye life. Living the Skye life.
And we're so happy that everyone else seems to too. Seems to too? Too.
The rest of the shots were actually shot. The rest of the shots that I've. The rest of the. Yeah, that's what the lens is there.
I'm not watching it, you know.
You're not watching it. It's not about you watching it. I'm just getting ready to go and venture out into this storm over here, which isn't a storm.
My arm hurts. And my eye hurts because Nori punched me in the eye.
Again. Look at that! Oh, just as I start filming to see the clouds have come over, they move and the sun comes out. Try and keep them out of the sawdust.
I can try. I'm only one person.
Not an army. What happens in real life? This is too windy.
Windy! We want stormy weather, but we don't want wind. We're not asking for much. Show me which one. Which one is it? I genuinely don't know which one you want, Jack. Have I stolen your toy? Is it this one? Yes. Of course not Nori wants. And Nori's got it. Right?
Up here for thinking, down here for dancing.
Boys!
It will last a winter, which is all we needed to do.
Oh?
Oh, I'm hungry.
You won't last till lunchtime.
No.
Don't even think about it, Nori.
I think you thought about it.
You definitely thought about it. Whose idea was it to wear wool in front of a fire?
Click here to subscribe to live in the Skye Life.
Click here to go back to the start of our adventures with our very first episode.